Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to Facts and Two Cents. This is Petal. I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. As you know, we are a channel that supports the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, those two wonderful folks on the screen. Yeah. If you have been keeping up and if you're on social media, I know you're well fed the last couple of days with just wonderful videos and images of Harry and Meghan really honoring and serving the military community. That is their community. That is their family, and it is wonderful. I kind of feel like with Harry and Meghan, it's like that hug that Meghan is receiving from that lady in the first photo at the top there. It's like this embrace that they both have given each other, and it's just so wonderful to see how much they are accepted and loved and embraced in America, especially with them in the military community. And so they were in San Diego with the SEALs. We know that Harry was there earlier in the year for the Warrior Games, and he spoke there, and they have a great relationships. And some of the vets that were at the Warrior Games were at Invictus, and now Harry and Meghan are, well, when he was there, it was just him, and Meghan wasn't there with him. So now he brought her back and then introduced her to his family there. If that's I don't know if that's the first time she's meeting them. I'm sure they do things that we don't know and the press don't know. So, but if it is, it's a wonderful thing. They were with the Navy SEALs opening up a training facility for SEALs, really high level SEALs. Again, they're vets, so there are all kinds of traumas, injuries, and all of that stuff, mental health issues that they would have gone through as part of their service and all of that stuff. So this is a brand new facility they were at yesterday, and so these are a couple of pictures with them. The bottom picture, we'll go and read a little bit more about them in a second, but the bottom picture is they actually spent the day there. And so during the day, they were in the veterans community meeting with different teams of vets at Fort Pendleton, I think it's called. And so, so it's been amazing. And again, this weekend coming up is Veterans Weekend, or in the UK, Remembrance Weekend. I think they called it their way. You see Harry and Meghan with the poppies. And, well, at least you see the bottom one is black. It's a white poppy, but it's actually red. But before we even get to that, something dropped today that's going to happen tomorrow that is like, oh my gosh, y'all, please pray. I mean, the judge already has made his decision, and I'm sure Harry probably knows the decision by now. But Byline Investigates, who, as we know, Graham Johnson was also part of, getting information, and he has been part of sort of digging up old, hackers and stuff to give information and to basically say what happened or what they did with hacking, whether it's Prince Harry's phone or Baroness Lawrence's phone or Elton John's phone or all the others that are, I think Sadie, I forgot what her last name is, but she's also part of, I think it's like 5 or 6 of them who are part of this case against the Mail. And so, as Byline Investigates says, Byline Investigates and We Expose News can reveal that the judgment in Prince Harry's High Court case against the Mail newspaper about hacking and blogging will be revealed tomorrow at 10 a.m. So while we're in the U.S. are sleeping, because again, it'll be 5 a.m. in New York. It'll be 10 a.m. obviously in the UK. I'll try to get up. But it's going to be there, and it's going to be at 10 tomorrow morning UK time. It says the other claimants in Prince Harry's Mail strikeout hearing are Baroness Doreen Lawrence, Elton John, and his partner David Finnesh, Elizabeth Hurley, Sadie Frost. There you go, Sadie Frost and Simon Hughes. So they are the group that's basically what they did is they did some testimony, and so this is where the judge is going to decide if the case goes forward, if part of the case goes forward, if some of it is gonna have to leave behind. Of course, we know that crazy Gavin Burrows sort of bailed on this case after claiming before that he had all of this information and he was helping, and then completely just went berserk and basically started accusing Graham Johnson again. Remembering Graham Johnson, that's the kind of world they come from, the hacking, lying world. And they all kind of sort of maybe have their come to Jesus moments and change, and now they're helping the other side. And so they all had a big falling out with Gavin Burrows and him. And Gavin Burrows just basically pulled all his, what he said were evidence and stuff against the male, turned around and claimed it wasn't there. So, and it's funny with Gavin Burrows because I've looked at his social media, his Twitter feed, or his X now, not Twitter anymore, his X feed, and he has erased everything that relates to private investigation, completely erased everything. And so I don't even know if is working with the PR company that he was, the PI, I should say, company that he was working for, because he erased all of it. And so I don't know what happened there, but this guy is so crooked. It's not even funny. At least he appears crooked. Some of the things that he did is like, dude, and of course he blocked a lot of squatties who called him out for being on there and just sort of putting on social media all this private stuff, especially about the Sussexes that he said is a part of the case. And it was just like, dude, I know that you're supposed to be putting that out there. So it's a little bit crazy, that guy. But anyways, tomorrow at 10 a.m., we will find out the judge's decision if it will go forward. Yeah, hopefully it goes forward. And so that way these guys can get some justice, because it is just, it's horrendous. And he's like, I recently watched David Beckham's docuseries, and some squatties watched this guy, I think his name is Robbie Williams or something. He had to move out of the UK, and he also has a docuseries talking about how despicable the British president traumatized him so much that he literally had to divorce himself from the UK. Like, he will not go back there because he feared for his life because of the press. And so it's really wild when you see all of these three and so many others who have not yet spoken up about how disgusting the press is and how it just really sets out to destroy people's lives. And so fingers crossed that this case goes forward, but we'll see tomorrow. What else? Yes. So back to our faves being, and it's like uplifting our military families. And Harry and Meghan, again, they were out there in San Diego meeting with military families yesterday, and that's them around the round table with military veterans, and they did a lot of stuff and talked a lot of stuff about mental health and all of that. But let's see what Archwell says about it. And I love this photo. I just absolutely love this photo with Harry and Meghan. How cute. It's just so, whatever it is Meghan is showing Harry on her phone, Harry is very engaged. But this is what Archwell says about it. It says, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, spent the morning with veterans and active duty service members and their loved ones at Camp Pendleton in San Diego, California. Part of their visit included time spent with Operation Biggs, a first of its kind mentoring program for children of military families, and including active duty veterans, Gold Star families, mentors, and mentees, shared how mentorship is supporting their goals and ambition, as well as the benefits of the community they've built through Operation Biggs. Founded in 2004, the program connects young people and families to mentors who can relate to the shared experience and the challenges faced by having a parent or parents in the military when they are on deployment and after they've returned. To date, the program has served more than 3,000 Navy and Marine Corps children and has expanded to 30 affiliates across the country. So that's what they were doing yesterday morning in San Diego, and everyone seemed to have had a great time. They spent the day in San Diego. So, I mean, I could just imagine just all the people that they've met, and again, meeting some of the people that they would have met at the Warrior Games. So, but Meghan, if you notice the outfit Meghan was wearing, and we were talking about poppies a minute ago. Meghan's wearing this cardigan. Apparently, I don't know how people figured out this is the top she was wearing, but they figured out this is the top she was wearing, and they have the poppies sewed into it. And of course, by the time I saw this post about the poppies, it was sold out. Now, I am not into poppies, and I cannot imagine wearing something like this, but it's just very interesting to me. Anything before you can get to the item, it's already sold out. It's amazing. It's Carolina Herrera cardigan, and just I'm like, really? But it's good to have this though, because if every year you're celebrating with the poppy, and of course Meghan is a veteran's wife, and so she's going to be celebrating, and a British vet's wife, she's going to be celebrating this every year. And so, hey, instead of buying poppies all the time, just get one with it sewn in. I just think that's just a better idea than always having to buy them. You already have a sweater with it there, so there. But yeah, don't try to get it, it's sold out, so there. Oh my gosh, this has to be the cutest story I have ever seen. It is just, it's part of a video. And of course, I'm staying away from videos now, because every time I post a video, I'm always getting, and I'm just thankful that they haven't given me a strike on the channel, but there's always a problem with the video and a problem with the copywriting. So I'm not posting any more videos. But if you want the video, just send me an email. I will send you the link. Anyway, so Big Juan, that's him at the bottom left. He works for the military, he works for the military. And so he was doing some work, I guess, wherever Harry and Meghan were yesterday, and said this all happened in San Diego. So wherever, I think they went to a restaurant or something, and in the same military community. And so he was at this place doing some work, I guess, finishing some up work. And his family, as you can see, the first picture at the top, ran into Harry and Meghan, or at least Harry and the girl said Meghan walked up to them and started talking to them. But this cute family, they are so adorable. And so Big Juan down here posted the video, and that's how we know that he works for the military. And what he said, we'll look at it in a second. But his family, Meghan and Harry, walked up to his family, because they have little kids there, and started talking to the kids. And so Big Juan noticed, is like, oh my gosh, that's Prince Harry and Meghan. And he was just the best commenter. I mean, his commentary was amazing. Just the joy of seeing Harry and Meghan talking with his family. He's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. They're talking to my family. And so he had a little pumpkin over here in the middle. And he's like, tell you, little pumpkin. I'm calling him little pumpkin. It's the cutest little pumpkin. He's like, do you want to go meet him? Go meet him. And so the little baby boy said, yes. And so he let the little boy run around to meet his, the people talking to Harry and Meghan. That's his kid, this man's his daughter and her family. And so it's so cute seeing the little boy running over. And the moment he got to them, he went flat on himself. He went crashing, falling. It was like the funniest thing, So they picked him up, and there he is in the bottom right picture, meeting Harry and Meghan. It's just one of the most wholesome videos that you ever see. And he was so fun, just narrating and just being so amazed. And I mean, everything about this photo, including the little, I guess cactus or whatever it is, in the front, was perfect about this picture. Or about this video. It was just the cutest, most heartwarming thing. And see Harry and Meghan playing with the kids and talking with the family. And again, the daughter said, they were going where, I guess, to their car, whatever. And Meghan, I guess she saw the kids and came up to them and started talking. And then Harry came up and talked to them. And so they were just so happy. But his joy about the whole thing was just so fun. And so he was on Twitter, or X, because I have to remember it's no longer Twitter, it's X. And he says, oh my God, my family got to hang out with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle as I cheered from the sidelines. Yes, he did cheer. And it was a joy to watch him cheer. I mean, look at this whole picture, even with, I guess these are cactus or whatever they are in the front. It just was, it's so beautiful. I mean, even that, the whole picture and seeing them talking to Harry and Meghan over there is so beautiful. But he was such a joy cheering them on. And it goes on. He says, Prince Harry, oh, he corrected himself, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan to be correct. He says, private event, I work for the military and do events, but they don't allow us to mingle with celebrities. And as my family was leaving, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle literally stopped them to talk with my grandbabies. And it was just so wonderful. I mean, the whole video is so sweet and so wholesome. And so I'm so happy. I hope he got a chance to meet them, even though he was not supposed to. He said he can't meet the celebrities. But maybe he got to say hi a little bit, or they got to say hi to him. I hope. He didn't say, but I hope. But it was just the cutest thing ever. But I love Little Pumpkin. Little Pumpkin is the cutest little thing. Anyway. Moving on, yes. And so after that was during the day. At night, Harry and Meghan went to a special event. And so they went and they were opening the training facility for the veterans, for the Navy SEALs. And so I'm going to move my little banner here, and so that I can read. Actually, it's not even, it's not going to block it. So maybe I'll just leave it there. It says Prince Harry and Meghan Markle open training facilities for veterans in San Diego. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, joined the Navy SEALs Foundation for the opening of a revolutionary training facilities for veterans in downtown San Diego. The Sussexes, along with the Navy SEALs Foundation leaders, veterans, and their families, officially opened the Warrior Fitness Program West Coast facility with a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Wednesday evening. The ceremony was also attended by 250 Naval Special Warfare personnel and their families. These are the guys you never see, but you know that they're there. The country and all of that stuff. But it's so cool, it's just like they're hanging with the Navy SEALs and everything, It's just wonderful. And I had to laugh at the ribbon cutting. So I could only imagine Harry's mind's like, man, I leave the UK and I come to the US and now here I am with veterans and we're doing ribbon cutting. I'm sure it probably gave him a flashback of royal events with their ribbon cutting, but it was fine. It was fun. And then after that they went back and spent time with the SEALs and their families, and it's just, I mean, the whole thing was just wonderful. Meghan, did you guys see Meghan's hair? Her hair was so shiny and beautiful, and obviously, and Harry looking amazing, and the other SEALs over there, and the lady. And the gentleman at the mic, we saw him at, I think he was the one at the Warrior Games. He very much looked like the officer or the vet at the Warrior Games. I could be wrong. I didn't check, but he definitely looks like him. But anyways, and this is some more photos of the ribbon cutting ceremony. A little bit more about what it says. And yeah, now I'm going to remove my banner so that I can read. Again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do so. Please click the notification bell so you know when we drop a video, and like and share the video, please. And if you are able, please join the 2 cents group. There you go. Anyways, there you go. These are some more photos from the ribbon cutting ceremony. It says the facility features a state-of-the-art and workout resource rehabilitation technology and advanced biometric tracking system. The new space boasts 11,169 square foot gym and more than 8,000 square feet of quiet and specialty spaces in its upstairs areas. The Warrior Fitness Program aims to optimize human performance for warriors on the battlefield, transitioning to civilian life and retired from service. The Navy SEALs Foundation said. The Navy SEALs Foundation said that the brand new facility will help active duty and veteran naval special warfare personnel heal physically and mentally from combat. So needed, so needed, so needed. So we know what a challenge, or not we know, but we've seen what a challenge it is to transition from the battlefield back into society. I mean, a lot of them can't do it, and a lot of them, wherever they were stationed, they tend to go back to war, or so many tragic things happen trying to transition. So now, these facilities are so important to be able to help them to not only physically but mentally come down from that and that structured life into a crazy world. And so and I'm so happy to see that the military they are prioritizing this, because this wasn't there before. This was, this kind of thing, again, in after Vietnam and after the World War II and all that stuff, there weren't any of this stuff. And so these weren't recognized. And especially if you're a woman and you served in the military, there weren't this kind of stuff. If you were, for example, the ladies in Vietnam who served, I mean, they weren't on the battlefield, they weren't shooting with guns, but they were the librarians, the donut dollies, the nurses, the doctors, all of those people who were there experiencing the same trauma as if you were out there, on the field with the grunts, the way, whatever. They all came back with PTSD, and they weren't these kind of facilities to help them. They didn't even acknowledge that there was something called PTSD, or if you were in Vietnam or Agent Orange or any of those things. It was like you come home, okay, get over it and move on with your life, almost. And so many of them were not able to. Many of them, especially Vietnam, they went back to war. And so these facilities are so vital. So I'm so happy to see them prioritizing these things. And of course, Harry and Meghan advocate for this stuff all the time. So there. What else? It's so funny. CBS 8 in San Diego, I mean, all their local stations were carrying it, which was really great. So they posted the video of Tony Dunstey. He's a former SEAL and he's part of this organization. And so this is what Tony had to say. He says, "We are thrilled that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are here. It is quite an honor for them to be here for the commissioning. They've proven through the Archwell Foundation their commitment to veteran causes domestically and internationally. Specifically, they've really destigmatized mental health issues for those who've gone through military service, and they've done that with courage and just great validation to have them here. It's a great signal of partnership internationally, and we're honored to have them here for the grand opening," said Tony Dunstey, a former SEAL and Alexandria Real Estate Equities Senior Vice President. So very, very, very exciting that Harry and Meghan were able to do that yesterday. And Archwell, oh no, what did I do? I accidentally messed this up really badly. Apparently, I really messed this up. But anyway, what did I do to this page? How did this come out like this? I have no idea. But you get some of more photos than I planned on sharing. But anyways, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, recognized and celebrated U.S. veterans and active duty service members at the grand opening of the Navy SEALs Foundation Warrior Fitness Program West Coast facility in San Diego. That is a mouthful. They toured the new state-of-the-arts complex, met with service members, and benefited from the program, and officially opened the facility alongside 250 supporters and participants. So that was Archwell. They have quite a few photos. Another one of them you can see at the top there. I was only trying to use one. I don't know. I made a mistake and got these all three, but that's okay. So very, very cool. I'm sure it looks like they had a fantastic time last night, and I'm so happy that we got new photos of them. Yeah. And again, this coming weekend is Memorial Weekend, and also Remembrance Weekend in the UK, hence the red poppy on Harry's and Meghan's clothes. And this time, Meghan's wearing the jacket with the poppy. So, and Harry gave a speech also at the event, as you can see, Navy Seals Foundation speech. So, we haven't gotten like any videos from his speech. So, hopefully, at some point, the Navy SEALs Foundation will drop a video so we can hear what Harry had to say. I'm sure it was amazing. So, anyways, very, very exciting. I love this. I absolutely love this. Invictus Part 2. What else is happening? Real world. Real world is happening. Things are still going crazy. Things are still bad. President Biden is still saying, no, there's not going to be a ceasefire. It's just like craziness. But this is one big positive. The three rights group file ICC lawsuit against Israel over Gaza genocide. It says the lawsuit urges the International Criminal Court, the ICC, which has been useless so far, to include genocide in Gaza's war crimes inquiry and issue arrest warrants for Israel's leaders. It should. The three Palestinian right group have filed a lawsuit, criminal court, the ICC, urging the body to investigate Israel for apartheid as well as genocide and issue arrest warrants for Israeli leaders. The lawsuit filed on Wednesday by human rights organization Al-Haq, Al-Mizan, and Palestinian Center for Human Rights called for urgent attention to the continuous barrage of Israel airstrikes on densely populated civilian areas within Gaza Strip, which has killed more than 10,500 Palestinians, almost half of them children, according to Gaza health officials. The document also asks the body to extend its ongoing war crimes investigation by looking into the suffocating siege imposed on Gaza, the forced displacement of its population, and the use of toxic gas and the denial of necessities such as food, water, fuel, and electricity. These acts amount to war crimes and crimes against humanity, including genocide, the lawsuit said. The three groups want arrest warrants to be issued against Israel's Prime Minister Isaac Herzog, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. So who knows? Hopefully the International Criminal Court would do something. Again, they and the UN has been pretty useless. Hopefully Palestinians will get some kind of justice, hopefully. But again, Israel's reach is so far. I mean, to this day, Antonio Guterres, who is the UN Secretary General, has yet to condemn Israel, is yet to probably even name Israel as, what it is, that it's basically committing genocide. And they have been, it seemed, terrified to name Israel. They condemn Hamas, but refuse to condemn Israel. So they have been pretty useless this whole time. And it's very disconcerting to see. I mean, Israel and the US have pretty much broken every law, every kind of, law that they're supposed to, especially in the case of protecting civilians. They have completely disregarded that, and nothing has happened. They've been doing it with impunity, and nothing has happened. It's almost like they're daring someone to do something about it, and nobody's doing anything about it. So anyway, so that's it. I mean, I hope that the court does something. Don't be surprised if they don't. Anyways, moving on. Oh. Prince William! Oh my goodness, this man. So Workshy Willie is back. I think I'm going to name this chapter Workshy Willie is back. So anyway, Prince William was off in Portugal doing something with his Earthshot mess, and I don't even care what it is, but Prince William gave an interview with Lionika, or aka Royanika, and we know how Royanika lies. So unless she's getting absolute quotes from someone, which she claims is quotes from Prince William, well, it's okay, we'll give you that, even though your name is still Lionika, because she just lies. This was her lies that Harry had to debunk a few days ago. Anyway, so she said she interviewed Prince William, and this is some of the interview. Prince William says he's focused on social leadership and going a step further than traditional royal work. by showing my intent more in an interview with the traveling British print media in Singapore. There are more to this, and I just picked out parts of it. So this is another one of the tweet Roy has posted. Um, it says the thing that ties it all together for me is about social leadership. That's what I'm trying to find my way in. I care about so many things, and previously the family have been very good spotlighting brilliantly and going around and highlighting lots. And so he's like, yeah, the family's good at this stuff, but I want to do more. I want to do this, and I want to do more than what my family has done. Going on, he says, I want to go a step further. I want to actually bring change and bring people to the table who can do the change if I can't do it. It's all about progressing, helping and advancing particular social causes that need to be given more support. It goes on. Vince Williams a little chatty. He goes on and says, I've been in the homeless sector for a long time. And so rather than being a patron, I want to do more. I want to actually build the homes. I want to provide mental support, all the employment and the education they might need. So what I highlighted is like William is like, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do more, and I want to help. I want to build homes, and I want to actually bring change, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, and he actually said that he need to show his intent more. And I'm like, Prince William, that's all you've been actually doing is showing what you intend to do or want to do. And the problem is you haven't actually done anything. You haven't done anything. So it's just like I want to take it a step further and actually bring change. I'm like, dude, you're dead. Say what you want about, speaking to myself as well. Say what we want about King Charles. King Charles did stuff. He's a workaholic. He actually did stuff. Yes, his charities are, they're corrupt as all heck, but he built those charities. He built those charities. Yes, Dumfries House is corrupt as heck and is taking shady people's money. Well, the royal family is shady anyway, but he's taking billionaires' money to fund it. Yes, he did, but he turned Dumfries House into something that could be profitable and help the community there. King Charles, again, whatever you want to think about King Charles, he actually did stuff. He brought change to people's lives, in one of his shady charities. He helped people like Idris Elba, who is always calling in for favors. Whenever I need to, remind people I'm not racist, I'm just going to pull Idris Elba. That $1,500 I gave you? Can you come tell people I'm not racist? One of those. But yeah, again, King Charles did stuff. He did architecture, he did art, he did all of this stuff. Prince William is 41 years old, and Prince William has achieved nothing. And don't tell me about Earthshot mess. Well, we know that Earthshot didn't start with Prince William. We'll get to that again in a second. But all of this, I want to do this stuff, I want to do stuff. He's like, I want to do more. I actually want to build homes. Prince William, you've been the Prince of Wales since September 8th, 2022. This is November 9th, 2023. You've had a whole year and something to build homes. You have done nothing. You have done nothing. You have the land, you have the resources, you have everything to build homes. Why have you not started going out there and putting your hand to the dirt and start building some homes? There is literally nothing stopping you from doing it. Nothing. You could go do it, start it today. And the thing that's stopping William, as it always is, William is a man with a lot of ideas. I want to do this, 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 and accomplish absolutely nothing. And the idea is like, again, going back, I want to do stuff and go a step further than my family. Your little brother, yeah, the one that's 2 years younger than you, at 19, created Santa Valley. In the 20s, he created Invictus. He has created Travelers. He's created Archwell. Harry has created all of these things, and they've been running for years. And he has all of these things to look at apart from even serving in the military. Your little brother has shown you the blueprint of what to do. And the problem with William is William does not want to do the work. He does not want to put his hand and get his hands dirty. That's why right now William's like, let's hire a CEO to run the business. And I could just, when they do the thankless job, I could take credit for it. Yeah, that's what that is. He doesn't want to do the work. He doesn't want to put in the time and the effort it takes to accomplish something that is his. And that's why he is in the I want to do this. I want to do this. And the next 30 years, William is going to be saying the same thing with a lot of word salad that mean absolutely nothing. William has said nothing about what he is specifically doing. The last time we heard about homelessness, it was this stupid flop thing where he does, I'm going to help end homelessness with £3 million. And it's like, dude, £3 million, that's all you got? That's all, and you're going to end homelessness with £3 million? Okay. That's about as far as William got. We've never heard about this ever again because it pretty much flopped the same day it was announced. And we remember one of those events he did, I think it was in Scotland, where nobody showed up. They had all of these barriers, expecting people in the community, I guess, to turn out for Prince William's big visit, because that was the day he's launching his homelessness thing. And I think there were like 3 people there, and it looked like they're just working at the place. And that flopped a big time. And we remember all these other things among many that Prince William wanted to do. Prince William's pledge after Israel and Palestine visit, Middle East peace will be my lifelong mission. I think right now would be a great time to, be working on that, Prince William, that lifelong mission that you have forgotten, and you probably forgot it from the minute you said it. Right now would be a really good time for that peace plan. And then it's like, William continues Princess Diana's legacy with bold new scheme to end homelessness. Yes, that was £3 million homelessness scheme. He was going to get everybody off the streets for £3 million. Good luck with that, Prince William. Prince William to get men talking more as he backs suicide prevention coalition. Right, sure. The same William who doesn't really talk about his, and the one who apparently has never even gone to see a therapist. Sure, William, sure. Prince William calls for Buckingham Palace ivory to be destroyed. Yes. That was the firing call. He did this whole thing with, Buckingham Palace has 1,200 pieces of items with ivory. They're still there today. This was in 2014. Notice he still had some hair at the top there. This was in 2014. Destroy all the ivory. And Buckingham Palace were like, hold up a bit. I don't think so. And if you go to Kensington Palace, yes, you will see ivory there in their, I guess, in their little store there, souvenir store. Yes, items of ivory are at Kensington Palace, where Prince William is lord over. Yeah, that one. Ivory is right there. Nothing happened. Anyways, the nonsense with Prince William is like, dude, you just don't want to work. Just say that and move on. Stop wasting people's time. And of course, even the Earthshot mess thing. We've talked about this numerous times. In 2019, September 25th, 2019, at the Europark conference, Ignace Schultz, he is a Belgian environmentalist, Ignace Schultz at the Europark conference, he introduced the idea of Earthshot, even with you can see Ignace there with the blonde hair and the moon in the back of him there. Says President, and so Marianne Biesbosch tweeted at that event and says, President of Europark, Ignace Schultz, called for an Earthshot after Kennedy's moonshot to reach sustainable planet within a decade. Let's go for it. Goldman Prize, which Earthshot Prize is based off, they are basically referred to as the Green, the Green Nobel Prize, the Green Nobel. And when William just started out with Earthshot, he wanted to steal that. Oh, we're the next, or we are the Green we had the Green Nobel Prize, and that, I guess, that was shut down. And it's so funny again. Squatties were tweeting Kensington Palace, Ignatius, and Goldman, and we're like, wait a minute, what do you mean Prince William just announced something about Earthshot? Because when he announced it in January, that tweet on the left from Goldman Prize, they tweeted this out. And this is what it says. It says, an idea from Goldman Prize winner I. Shopes, Belgium 2008, in the spirit of JFK Moonshot, let's not destroy what keeps us alive. I call for an Earthshot to save our planet in the next decade. A small step for global community, a giant leap for our planet. And so again, September 25th is when, 2019 is when Ignatius Shopes introduced that idea and introduced that concept to the world. And obviously December of the 2019, late December, William unveiled his Earthshot. Now, whether their ideas of getting it done was similar, I don't know, but the whole idea, the name, the whole thing, JFK, the whole thing that William is basically branded as it's his, the idea was not his. It came from Ignatius, and they've never credited Ignatius with it. So it's very interesting. Maybe Ignace is okay with it, and who knows? But anyways, moving on from William's mess, back to Harry. Yes, Prince Harry. I'm telling you, Harry is beyond the Amon family jobs now. Harry was the patron of a Scottish little soldier. And so obviously that was when he was a royal. And so it's funny because this is his second patronage. The organization that he's a patron of has decided to give him a brand new title, as, getting away from that, you're only a patron because of royal. Now, what Scotty's little soldiers, and these are young kids, children and young adults whose parents died in combat. And so Scotty's little soldiers bring them all together. And so they get to march. I guess they get to march to the Cenotaph or whatever parade or whatever they're having in the UK. They get to march at that time, and they're all wearing their little Scotty's little soldiers scarf and everything. And so Harry's been a patron, and so this is what it says today. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, global ambassador to Scotty's little soldiers, share a message with the young members ahead of Remembrance Day. It goes on to say, today, ahead of Remembrance Day and Remembrance Sunday, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, shared a message with the young members of Scotty's Little Soldiers, a charity for bereaved British Forces children and young people. The Duke, who has been involved with the charity since 2017, was recently asked to be its first ever global ambassador. I was like, oh, you go, global ambassador Harry. Very exciting. And again, he is on the board at African Parks, and now he is a global ambassador for Scotty's Little Soldiers. And it is just wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful to see. And of course, I mean, these kids are so amazing. Again, being around that and knowing that you lost a parent or both. And so it always helps when you have someone as an adult who has been through your situation, who hears you, because he's been there. Obviously, we know Harry losing his mom at a very young age and how it traumatized him and how he was able to recover. I mean, if you read Spare, if you haven't, go read Spare, you'll find out all about it. And such an incredible book, just really detailing his life right after his mom passed away and what that did to him. And so he's in a unique position to be able to hear and to be able to help and to be able to guide and embrace these kids. And they always know they have somebody in their corner who has felt how they felt and who has been and walked in their shoes. And they respond to him so beautifully. And this is a letter Prince Harry wrote to them. He always does something every year for them. This year is a letter. last year. I think it was the superhero. I think it was Spider-Man last year. And so he says, "Dear little Scotty soldiers, during what would be a particularly difficult time for you and your family, know that I am thinking of you and hoping for your Remembrance Weekend to be filled with comfort, support, and shared understanding with your fellow Scotty members. This is an incredible opportunity and an emotional time of year when so many come together to pay respect to your military parents and our military family for their service and for their sacrifice. Growing up, having lost a parent, it's immensely difficult, but being part of such a strong and resilient community like Scotty's can really help. Spending time with people who understand what you may be feeling and who can rally around you in a moment of need is something to cherish. Scotty's will be there for you year round, and I encourage you to take full advantage of all this community has to offer. Grief is nothing to be ashamed of. It is normal to feel sadness from loss, but don't forget you also deserve to feel happiness. Your parents would want that, trust me. On this Remembrance Sunday, I hope you carry a sense of pride for your mom or dad as they do for you, with the understanding that they will never be forgotten. It's an honor for me to be a part of this community alongside you. Prince Harry, Global Ambassador for Scotty's Little Soldiers. Oh, it is just, again, it is a hard time. It is a really hard time. And again, I cannot imagine what those kids go through at this time. And so I just want to send my love and prayers to them as they navigate the process of grieving. And also, too, I just also love these photos of Prince Harry. I love them. And so, a lot of love and peace to Scotty's little angels. They're so brave and so courageous. So, anyways, that's it. I think that's all I got. Yep. Thank you so much, Lydia, Church Nelly, Karen M, Cookies and Cream, and Black Queen. Thank you so much. And much prayers for Church Nelly, her recovery. Church Nelly, if you're listening, I am thinking about you, praying for you. And I wish you a speedy recovery, that you come back to us safe and sound. So sending you huge, huge, huge love. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to our wonderful 2 Cents crew support the channel, the podcast on a monthly basis. I appreciate you so much for your donations and support. Thank you to our Gold Star supporters who support in the chat, whether it's Super Chat, Super Thanks, PayPal, Cash App. You support that way as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Anyways, that's it, guys. Have a fantastic evening. I love you all. And I will chat with you soon. Bye.